Alright, guys, let's get ready for Chainsaw Man chapter 71 through 82. Now, these chunk of chapters are, they're just emotionally painful. And while I was reading this weekly, things just kept going downhill for Denji. But let's begin. We cut back after everything went down with Santa Claus and the Darkness Devil and everything, and we cut back to Aki's house, and they managed to attach one of Aki's arms back, and we also found out that the Angel Devil also survived, but he has no arms now, and Beam and Violence did die during everything. But Power still has PTSD from the Darkness Devil, which I can't blame her for, because after seeing something like that, it definitely scars you. And Denji's even offered to go on a trip with Makima by themselves, but Denji refuses because he wants to take care of Power, because he sees the state that she's in. And then, after a while, Aki, Power, and Denji go on a trip to visit Aki's family's grave, and he's going there to, I guess, remind himself from everything. And Aki, basically, after this happens, Aki asks Kishibe if he could let the 4th Division not go on this trip. Basically, not go and try to kill the Gun Devil, because he doesn't want Denji or Power to be killed. And Kishibe agrees, and he's okay with it. But after that, Makima basically forces Denji and Power to join the task force and join the force to kill the Gun Devil, and Aki reluctantly goes along with it because he wants to be there to at least try to protect them. Then we found out some information on the Gun Devil, and we found out the Gun Devil was actually previously defeated by something, we don't know what. And actually, I'll tell you this right now, this isn't a big spoiler for the entire series, but we never found out what the heck happened to the Gun Devil and how it got defeated. But it was split up between countries, and I think it said that, I can't remember if Russia or China was the one that had the largest portion, because I think they had 28%. I think it was Russia. And the United States has 20%. And that will come in later. But these countries actually keep selling guns on the black market, basically, to keep the fear of the Gun Devil alive and to increase the fear of it, so they themselves become more powerful. Because if you control a big portion of the Gun Devil, your country's gonna be more powerful. But let's see. And then while the Aki, Denji, and Power are hanging out, the future devil actually gives Aki a premonition and shows him Denji killing Aki and Power, and after that the strongest devil appears. And we'll get into that later in this chapter. But after that, Aki visits the Angel Devil, and they meet with Makima on the beach, and Aki basically gives his entire self to Makima, so he can save, or he can protect Power and Denji. And as this is happening, the Angel Devil gets a flashback of when he first met Makima, and he realizes that Makima destroyed his former family, basically made him kill his former family, and tries to attack her, but of course that doesn't work. And after that, then we cut over to the President of the United States, and he basically makes a deal with the portion of the Gun Devil he has to kill Makima and this is when it's revealed that she is the control devil, which, yeah, it makes sense. Like, once I read this and looked past, went all the way back through the series, it makes sense that she is the control devil. And he makes a deal with the Gun Devil that he will give up 1 year of every American citizen so it can go and kill Makima. That is literally millions of years of life. And that's kind of crazy. And after that, we see the Gun Devil basically tear through Japan. We get the stats on the Gun Devil as well. I like the design of the Gun Devil. It's definitely, it's good. And we see all of the people it's killing as well. And it's crazy to think that this is only 20% of the Gun Devil's actual, like, full power. But we see it about to go fight Makima, and we cut away to Denji and Power's apartment, and Makima basically calls Denji and tells him to not open the door because there's somebody knocking at the door, and for him to get out of there. So Denji tells Power to go out the back window with her cat. And when Denji opens the door, we see Aki. And Aki has been possessed by the Gun Devil. And of course Denji can't believe it, and Power can't believe it. And things get crazy. The Gun Devil starts attacking Denji, killing innocent people, and Denji now realizes he does have to kill Aki. And while all of this is going on, Aki is imagining himself playing with Denji in a snowball fight, kind of going back to when he was playing with his younger brother, and the snowball fight they never got to have. But after Denji is getting destroyed, the people see that he's being killed, and they actually cut themselves to give their blood to Denji so he can regenerate. And after this happens, Denji does resolve himself and kill Aki. After all that, we do a little bit of a time skip. We find out that Aki had a will. Basically half of his assets went to his I can't remember her name, but his master's family, and the other half goes to Denji, and they move into another place. Him and Power. And after after that, him and Power basically eat anything they like. They kind of indulge in everything to kind of get their minds off of Aki. And Denji can't, because one night he's going on and he's eating ice cream. He's throwing up. He just doesn't feel correct. And Makima finds him, and Makima sees how depressed he is and invites him back to her place. And when they get there, she has a lot of dogs. And her being the control devil, it makes sense that she has a lot of dogs. Because, of course, if you raise dogs in a certain way, they will literally do anything you ask them to. Or they will obey any command you ask them to do. And Denji, for his wish, because he did defeat the Gun Devil, so he does get his wish that Makima said that he could have. And Denji asks if he could be her dog. Because if he's her dog, he won't have to think about anything. He just can live a simple life and do what he's told, and not have to, I guess, basically feel as bad as he is. And she agrees, and she agrees to it. And Makima then tells Denji that she invited Power over and that she's ringing the doorbell, and she wants Denji to go open the door so she can kill Power. Of course, Denji starts freaking out about this, and he's like, whoa, what what's going on. And we also find out that it's Denji's birthday tomorrow, and Power came with a birthday cake for Denji. And as soon as he opens the door, Makima just kind of finger bangs and kills Power. And that was, I'll just say it was it was a heartbreaking thing to see when I first read it. And I think if I remember correct, there was actually a character poll for Chainsaw Man, and Power was number 1. So it's definitely a risky move to kill her. But after that, Denji he can't believe what's happening. And Makima basically tells him that in the beginning of the series, we heard that his father committed suicide, but Denji actually was blocking that out of his mind. And it turns out that Denji, when he was a kid, actually killed his father. And he was putting up a mental block so he wouldn't remember it. And we also find out that Makima basically gave Denji everything he wanted and more, so she could destroy everything and break his contract with Pochita. And she wanted to do that so she would be in control of Denji. Basically break him and make him her own, and so she could break the contract so she could make a contract with Denji. Because I guess you can't make a person can't make two contracts with the devil, I guess. I think if that's correct, because I know we haven't seen that in the series. But that's about it. The next chapter review is going to be the final one, and it's going to be long just like this one. And I'll say these chunk of chapters were definitely something I really liked. This chapter was good. But I think that's about it. Yeah, I'll see you guys. Wait. Of course, make sure to subscribe to see more Chainsaw Man content. Make sure you like or dislike and tell me in the comments down below. I'm always looking forward to talking to you guys in the comments down below. And I definitely want to see what you guys say about these chapters. So I'll talk to you guys later. Alright. Bye, guys.